Now, battery savers are not good for your phone. Why is it that? Yeah, now there are a lot of things that takes up power in your phone. The display, the speakers, the modems, the cameras, the flashlights, and the processors even take your battery power. The list goes on and on and on. But one thing I want to prove is that there are so many things taking up power from the start already. Now, if these things are taking up a stuff from your battery already, why then download a battery saver for your phone that is basically or practically useless? The answer to such a question will be a sub to my channel, because at this point in time, one thing I need most in my life now is for you to subscribe to my channel. Now, the Play Store, Google Play Store in recent years have been flooded by malware, bloatware, name it, they have it. And then it might be that they are coated or put in a form to be or look like battery savers. But one thing you should notice is that these battery savers are just there to serve you ads for such a developer to make money. Because one thing is that it might be very hard for such a developer to make money by developing a free app. So the developer then tries to make money from you by intentionally creating something that looks and feels like a battery saver, but it's meant to make money. Now, these things, battery savers that you download, they are one thing that will just make your phone usage very boring, because they can actually bog down your phone by taking up all the cores in your processors and trying to act up as a phone master and always trying to clean your phone and looking for background apps. They themselves become background apps. And then, if you are enjoying this video, by the way, a sub to the channel will be life-saving. Let's continue. One reason is that for each app you install on your phone, you get a corresponding power ticket, let me put it that way, for such an app, because each app has its own percentage of the battery power it takes from your phone's battery. And then if you're a heavy user, that one can also harm or drain your battery very fast. So now that we've talked about how power savers in the Google Play Store mostly act out, why don't we talk about some tips that you can use to save your battery life? Now, number one is that you need to get rid of all the unnecessary apps you have on your phone, because I already said it, each app has its own corresponding power ticket, as I said. And then number two is that give your phone a mid-range or a mild usage. Yes, because if you tend to use your phone heavily, it lets the phone decline in its battery health too. And then a number three step is that you try to develop a good charging habit for your phone. Now, I know that's not really a problem as far as the new flagships that came last year and this year have more power AIs that helps it to charge well. But it's up to you to make that change to have a good charging habit. For example, this is what I do when I'm charging my phone. I make sure it's charged at its maximum up to 85%, and it never gets below 20%. And if you try this for a month, I think you go and come and thank me later. Then one last thing before I go is that don't expect too much from your phone or your battery, because these things, they were made to practically disappoint or fall short of expectations. Now, adverts will tell you a phone that is being launched or released in the next few months will be able to last up to 4 days on a charge by just a 5,000 million power battery. But the truth is, it's made to only last at most 6 or 7 hours on a charge. So if you expect too much from your phone, you give it heavy usage, then you should know that you are in for the worst, because your battery will start to decline at an alarming rate. So one thing that we've seen here is that to have a good charging habit will also help you in saving your battery. And then don't be too ambitious about your battery, about how your battery can last and all that. And then try to give your phone a mild usage. This has been Isaac, and I'll catch you in the next video. Kindly subscribe to my channel.